Turning Red fucking slaps. It's one of those movies that if I'm ever feeling down, I'd put it on just because of the warm feeling it radiates. This movie's message is about being yourself, and it just fully embraces what it is as a movie. And that's why I really, really like it. And of course the animation is nice. When the trailer was released, the people kind of was put off by the designs. I was too, me too. I wasn't incredibly positive about the film when the trailer was released, but I do like it. The designs are nice. It has this sort of wholesome, warm, bubbly, almost slice of life feeling to it. It's good vibes all around, and these, like, you know, round and no harsh edges and you know, bubbly looking characters, it just it adds to that feeling, and all around just makes you feel very, like, warm and bubbly on the inside in return. Some people didn't feel this way, apparently, with Turning Red. Admittedly, at the start, yes, the trailer wasn't the best. Most trailers aren't, in my opinion. I didn't like the trailer personally. The trailer wasn't basic. It wasn't even the worst trailer. I think people just wanted something to hate, you know, because Disney Pixar, they've not had the greatest track record recently. I mean, like, you know, they've been picking up. They pick themselves up. They fell off, pick themselves up, you know, but I guess people just want to see them fall again. Including me. But shocker, I liked it. But other people didn't. That's the biggest surprise of it all, honestly. You know, like, I just thought my opinion was, like, the correct one. Screw it! Fuck it! This is boring! Let's get into the fun! Let's get into the fun! Let's do it! User reviews! IMDb! The inner sanctum of our entertainment! Alright, so, here's a nice little appetizer for you, just to you know, just start us off. I got a 1 star out of 10. That's extreme, bruh. Good thing I didn't pay to watch this. Talk about some of the most irritating characters, I don't know why he's Australian, Pixar has ever created. The overbearing mother Ming and her daughter May, who is just as insufferable, made this film very difficult to watch. Pixar is losing its touch. This is the first film in a row, the make that I would not want to watch more than once. So basically nothing too extreme, you know, basically just talking about how, like, it's the overbearing mother is irritating. What? Yeah, that's sort of the point, my dude. May, insufferable? I mean, she is a kid. I'd say she's just kind of acting like a kid, you know? Maybe you don't like kids. Movie changes midway through. The beginning of the movie is a beautiful and cute description of life as a preteen, but just around the halfway mark, the storytelling basically drops and there's nothing but hammer blow subtle messaging. If you agree with the message, you may not dislike it as much, but even you will have to concede the sloppy storytelling and dramatic shift in tone. I'm sorry, what? If you agree with the message, you may not dislike it as much? That's mind-boggling. What do you mean? What message are you against? The message about growing up? The message that you don't have to be what your parents want you to be? What message do you not like? This is actually a common thing. There's actually more like this that I've seen that just don't like the message. Like, okay. Don't be yourself, I guess.
Only watch if you're a preteen girl. This animation is really, really good, as expected from Pixar, but they wasted it by making their first film to completely break their mold by having a target audience. Pretty much every one of their movies attempts to be likable by all people, but so of all ages. So I'm not sure why they did this. But the movie is solely targeted at preteen girls and no one else at all. and the plot is entirely focused on explaining puberty. The plot is weird and awkward, and every moment of a screen time jumps back and forth between extremely cringy or mind-numbingly cliche. At least it has a consistent plot, so it's still better than Kanto, but not by much.
What do I even say about that? That's insane. That's fucking insane. This person's a psychopath. This person belongs in a 4x4 room. Padded. This is like an argument I really don't fucking like with the people that people just throw out there. This seems to be like a regurgitated argument that people don't understand why people use it. Like, movies can still be made for kids, especially for a movie that's about puberty, you know, that thing that kids are probably going through, you know, that probably only have shitty fucking PSAs from 2007 telling them how dirty and sinful and disgusting and ashamed they should be of puberty. Like, what is with this guy? What's his deal with, like, a movie being about puberty? What's his problem with a movie being for kids? Like, if it's a dumb, stupid fucking movie, then yeah, sure. But this movie really doesn't feel like that to me, and I have no idea how some people feel that way. The worst movie I've ever seen. Everything about this film can be described in one word: cringe. None of the jokes were funny. They were trying way too hard to be relatable to fellow kids. The worst part was the animation though. All the characters were lazily animated and just plain ugly. It looks like something you would see on Cartoon Network, and I don't mean that in a good way. I was seriously cringing the whole way through the movie. If I hadn't been watching with someone, I probably would have turned it off after the first 10 minutes. Actually, on second thought, I wouldn't have watched it at all. Yes, thank you, Penis in the Butt. We appreciate your most humble review. However, I'm afraid you might just be objectively wrong on the animation. You can dislike the designs, but frankly, I just think the animation is good. like if we're all just being harsh, I'm just gonna be harsh too. You know, the animation is objectively good. The designs, maybe they're objectively not good, but the animation for sure is. I don't really get what that little bit means. It looks like something you'd see on Cartoon Network, and I don't mean that in a good way. I can think of a few bad-looking shows that he's probably referring to, but I can't really understand how he'd be able to compare the two wholeheartedly without any like hesitation, you know, without that little thing, that little voice in the back of our heads saying, yeah, you know, maybe that was a bit harsh, maybe that's just not true. Like, I don't know if I'm just fucking nuts, but I don't think the animation in Turning Red is anything like that of a TV show. Not even close.
Red pandering. Well, this wasn't made for me, nor does it have the broad appeal. It seems to have been made for Canada's Asian population in Toronto for young, bratty, tweeny girls. The story jumps around and the main character looks like a father who was Wallace, from Wallace and Gromit. Mama has some explaining to do. I was more invested in an email from a Nigerian priest than any of the characters or the plot.
No broad appeal. It's averaging 7 on IMDb. The fuck are you talking about? And the story jumping around? Are you just incapable of paying attention? I mean, I'll admit the movie is very chaotic, so it is hard to keep track. Very flamboyant, but her goals are the same. She wants to see the band. What was the band called? 4 Town? 4chan. She wanted to go see 4chan live, and that motivation doesn't change throughout the movie. They just throw in the fact that she's having to deal with turning into a red panda as well. But then that only helps her to meet 4chan live because she's able to raise money for selling merchandise based on the fact that she can turn into this big giant cute red panda. Heck, there's not even any subplots or anything. There's no like B story from what I remember. I don't know what that tangent was about Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. I have no clue what the fuck he's talking about. No comment. This guy's like really trying to be funny, but it's just it's not. He's as unfunny as I am. Come on, my guy. What is this? Anyways, you cute little shitbirds, I gotta go. There's plenty more reviews like these. If you want, just go to the IMDb website. Go and use reviews. Easy stuff, really. Pretty entertaining too. Let it be known, I don't care if you hated or loved this movie. I just thought these IMDb reviews were kind of funny and over the top. I hope you enjoyed my first video. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you look forward to enjoying my next video. Toodaloo!